Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a review of Whisper Me a Love Song. Now, here's the thing. I just finished this episode. I just finished episode 10, and yo, everything makes fucking sense. I kid you not. This is why I'm sticking around with Whisper Me a Love Song. Sorry. I never read it. Some of y'all have. And it took me like a while to wait and be patient with this episode 10 because I know that production has been off the course. And now episodes 11 and 12, we don't know when it's going to come out. It's probably going to come out in August, September, hell, even January. I don't know. But they got to fix the production. Now, I want to talk about a particular girl in this episode. This episode is dedicated to her, Shiho. Let me tell you this. When I first saw this bitch, yes, I'm going to be cursing in this this video, because this episode got me freaking tight. And there were so many oh my God, but let me show you. Okay, Shiho. You know, when I first saw this bitch, I asked myself, you are a heartless woman. You are a bitch. You almost to mine from Rising of the Shield Hero or bitch-ass mommy from Rent the Girlfriend. You are literally upset over Kyo because Kyo has overshadowed you in the competitions. And I said to myself, okay, now you want to take Himari away from Yori in a relationship they have, and you want her as a manager. And then it's like you're pushing everything out the way. You don't want to do nothing. You just quit it, and you form this band. You quit the band. You quit Aki's band, and then you made your own band. So, and then you made Himari your manager and all that. And now, and then the first time you hated Yori, and I asked myself, why the fuck you hate her? What has she ever done to you? So now, after 9 episodes, we now get to the episode 10, and now all the effing answers are fulfilled. After last week's episode, where Himari wants to know how y'all three form a band, everything makes sense. And it's like one of those shows where it's like one of those shows where you see a band is formed and you ask yourself, how will they form? Okay, that's what this one's kind of like in Bang Dream. And if you guys play Bang Dream, if you watch Bang Dream, you see how Pop and Party, Roselia, Afterglow, Razor Soul, you see how they form. This right here is the catalyst. The Yuri-ness in this one is so freaking strong. Well, not strong, but it all makes sense of where the Yuri vibe comes in. So without further ado, let's get right to it with episode 10 review of Whisper Me a Love Song. Because, boy, hashtag Yuri, because I'm going to be on this show. Okay, and I had to really take notes. I had to make a little chart here. I don't know if you can see the little chart I made, but I'm going to explain it right here. Okay, so Shiho. Let's talk about Shiho for a bit. Shiho, you know, I have this love-hate relationship with this character. I'll give you a perfect example of a love-hate character. Let me tell you something. Kazuya from Rent the Girlfriend. I like Kazuya for what he's doing, the choices he's making. The one thing I hate about Kazuya is that he's panicking, he's fidgeting, he's thinking way too much. You see, love and hate the guy. Shiho, I love and hate this girl. Okay, so let me get this straight. Her past has been answered. Shiho, the girl, the white-haired girl that beat Shiori in a violin competition every now and then, the one that made her quit guitars even though it wasn't her fault, which I believe is not her fault. She died. Now, I don't know how she died. I don't know how or when. I don't know. I'm just going off what it says. Oh, she died. Okay. Shiho will go to her funeral, her grave every now and then. We see that. Okay. So then so that's how Momika and Hajime met. Momika dated Kyo. That was her girlfriend. And Hajime, the tall purple girl that's in the band, that's Kyo's younger sister. So Kyo brought these three together, forming a bond. Kyo is the reason why Shiho who she is. Because if you go back to the past of flashback, it's like Kyo plays it for the judges. There's no passion when she plays the violin. She only plays it for the judges. Whereas Shiho plays the violin, it's all emotions. You see what I'm saying? One play for the judges, one just play for free-spirited emotions. And as a result of that, Kyo likes Shiho's violin. But Shiho's all in her freaking head that she thinks winning is everything, that she forgot that she likes music for the fun. But her competition is so apart that she quit that and played the guitar. And Kyo likes Shiho playing the guitar anyway. So at some point, she was going to quit. Oh, like, hey, I'm quitting music on stuff. But it was Momika who literally helped her. Don't quit. Don't quit playing the guitar. Your music is inspiring, all that stuff. She's a huge fan. She wants to play. Now, Momika and Hajime may not have experience playing music. They may not have band experience. But Shiho is the one. Shiro is the one to get to, like, let's do this for Kyo. Let's bring her eyes of competition. Let's bring that. So because of that, because of Kyo, Shiro is who she is. And because of that, how all three knows Kyo, that's how the band is formed. And I like that. I like that. I mean, Kyo's rival, Kyo's girlfriend, and Kyo's younger sister, all three form this band. I like that kind of story. I like that because it's just one inspirational character takes the whole band, makes them new. And I like that. Now that we know the truth, here's where I gotta say this. I think Shiho and Aki are to blame here. I'm gonna say this again. Shiho and Aki are to blame in this. They need to be locked up in a room, have a round table, to have one of those round table sessions. Lock them in a room with a round table and have those two sit across from each other and lash it out. And then have people in the background talking. I mean, watch blue cameras, videos, and just see what they're going to do. They're going to have a fight or confession. Okay, let me get this straight. So I wrote down here a little chart, little arrows of how this love pentagon, love quad, whatever you call it, is there. So, recent episodes, about I think 7 or 8, I could be wrong. There was an episode where Shiho joins Aki's band. And she quit the band. So then I'm like, why she quit the band? Why is she so over like, oh, this sucks. I'm done. I'm fucking done with you guys. I'm done with you. And I'm like, why is this bitch acting like this? Here's the effing truth. And I wrote, and I kind of like picture this. Okay. There's little arrows pointing here, so I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna tell you how it works. Yori loves Himari, right? Himari loves Yori. Now, we all know Aki loves Yori. We already know that. And Aki told Himari about she loves Yori. So stay with me, guys. Let's say this again. Yori loves Himari. Himari loves Yori. Aki told Yori. Now, those three. And then and then Shiho, we find out that, hey, I loved Aki. Himari got a little bit like, oh yeah, I know. Because she told me. And she gets mad, and Shiho gets mad over that. She gets mad because Himari knew that Aki loves Yori. She gets mad and storm off, and Himari's crying. Yo, I hate it when you make a main character cry. It pissed me off, and I legit, when I saw Himari crying, I was tight. I was so upset that Shiho made her cry. It's not your fault, Himari. Himari, it's not your fault. You're a kind girl. You like to be honest. You don't tell lies. You want to keep the peace, and I get that. But for Shiho to just storm out like that is upset Himari, and I like that. Now, Shiho loves Aki. That Shiho had this Yuri connection. You know, she felt that kind of love going on. And Shiho was going to write a confession letter to Aki, give her a letter like this, or put in her locker saying, I love you. You know, I love you, Shiho. You know, that kind of, I love you, Aki. Then, all of a sudden, as soon as she get a letter, oh, here come Yori. And Yori and Aki was having a little talk. Yori touched Aki's hand And then at some point, she's freaking out. Shiho's freaking out, saying, oh, they're friends. But when she looked the second time, she saw Aki sniffing Yori. She saw Aki sniffing the hand that Yori put her hand on. She's sniffing like, and then because of that, she got mad and left. She ripped the entire bond that those two have. I mean, she ripped the entire, she just ripped the photo that with her and Aki. And because of that, that's why she hates Yori. Because of that. First of all, Yori had no idea that, first of all, Yori still doesn't even know that Aki loves her. She doesn't even know that. She doesn't even know that. But Shiho sees Aki, the writing on the wall, like, Aki loves Yori because she's sniffing the hand that she put her hand on. So because of that, she freaking out, stormed out, all mad, everything. That's why she quits the band. So, Himari loves Yori. Yori loves Himari. Shiho hates Yori. And Shiho loves Aki, but Aki loves Yori. So now this whole thing is a love. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a quad. This is a quad now. Can you imagine if Shiho loves Himari? Yo, this is a freaking quad we're going to get out of this. It's going to be a huge quad if this happens. But now, here's the thing. Now, overall, though, this episode, it brought up, now, I'll be honest with you guys. This episode showed us more about Shiho as a character. Do I love her? No. Do I hate her? Yes, I hate her. She's my least favorite girl in the series. Of the show, you know. But I realize why she's like this. Now, I'm not the type of person to forgive a character like this. I'm not the type of person. I mean, it takes time for me to forgive her. But looking at Shiro's case, I can see why she loves Kyo. I can see why she likes to, I can see why she has her band. I can see why. Oh, it's like all this episode was how everything was answered. The way how this band was formed. Who is Kyo relations with Momoka and Hajime? How she was an inspiration to Kyo, and why she's not quitting the band. Why she quits Aki band and hates Yori since day one. Everything makes sense. Everything makes sense. So now I see the big picture. Now next week is gonna be the confrontation, which by the way, we don't know when. We don't know when this episode's gonna air. 11 or 12, we don't know. It's probably gonna air in August or September or even in January. I don't know. But this episode just gave us a lot of answers, and now the answers fulfilled. And for those of you who hate Shuri like myself, I say, yeah, I hate her despite that, but still, that's how it is. But again, they brought back somewhat of the Yuriness in this last episode. Basically, this episode was their last-ditch effort to give us some Yuri moments, and they did. Now, sorry, that was a little tight, but that's my point. So, I don't know when episode 11 or 12 is out, but it did give me some time to think about what anime shows to watch. The other ones I'm going to be talking about is that Plus Size Elf, which, by the way, I'm looking forward to it next week. Plus Size Elf. I'm going to talk about that. But any other shows in July, I'll gotta see through. But anyway, I look forward for episode 11 and 12 of Whisper Me a Love Song. And for God's sake, fix the animation. Their heads were fucked up. The animation was a little back and forth. I didn't like it, but at least the answers were fulfilled. So please, guys, I don't care if you take out a month or two. Finish the story, get 11 and 12 fixed, and let's continue with this Yuri moment. So I look forward for it wherever they come out, and I'll see you soon.